It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
One just has to pick up a magazine or turn on a television to see that we, as women, are bombarded daily with media images of female physical perfection, leaving us with the most unrealistic of expectations as to how we should look. No wonder female body confidence is failing, while incidents of eating disorders are on the rise. What's most alarming is the way this affects young girls. A reduced sense of self-worth can create anxiety, stress, even depression, causing relationship issues while potentially impairing academic and job performance. In direct contrast, Confidence in Bloom is designed to send the opposite message to any woman of any age, shape, or background who has ever felt inadequate, unworthy, or tossed aside because of how she looks. You matter. You are enough now. I, Tina Spolatini, a woman of substance, insist that women deserve to be happy, confident, successful, not to mention so totally in love with themselves in their own bodies, just the way they are. Through an ongoing series of intriguing conversations with women from all walks of life who are all extraordinary in their own right, I will take us on a journey of ultimate self-acceptance and empowerment. Together we'll share the stories, laugh, learn, maybe even shed a few tears when you realize how far many women have come to realize just how wonderful life is when you stand in your own power, feeling fantastic in your own skin. Gail Carpin is my guest today on Confidence in Bloom. Welcome, Gail.
Good morning, Tina.
Where you're calling in from today?
I'm calling in from Sherwood Park, Alberta today.
Awesome. The park is how it's known here in Edmonton, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right. I'm going to read your bio here in just a second, but I want you to explain a little bit more when I'm done on what you really do with your work. So Gail Carpin, I'm saying your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Corpin. Gail Corpin is a registered massage therapist who's an intuitive professional that works with people and partners with companies to bring wellness to their workplace. Gail believes that by having massage and other holistic modalities right on site, it will give people a better opportunity to invest time into their wellness easier and to have a holistic ripple effect into their lives. Gail has been a Reiki master and reflexologist since 2004 and has brought wellness to workplaces, trade shows since 2010. She has worked in offices for 30 years and has secured several companies to bring chair massage to offices for the past decade. Gail is an Indigenous healer with 17 years of experience and additional certifications in manual lymph drainage, access bars, belly massage, reflexology for feet, hands, and ears. Okay, so Gail, explain to me and our listeners well, obviously not exactly, but what you do.
Yes, of
all
course.
Of that.
Yes, well, and thank you so much for having me on your show, Tina. I really appreciate the opportunity. So what I do, as I say, I'm an Indigenous intuitive healer, and I have my gifts from my mother's ancestry. She was a full Casca and Tahltan was her bloodline, and so I'm a quarter of each of those in my ancestry. And what I do is I'm an empath, and so with that comes the gift of the body talking to me and just letting me know what it needs. And so my work is very intuitive. I do have 13 other modalities besides massage therapy that I use in my treatments. So, like your neck may be hurting, but I may be drawn to maybe work on your stomach because that's where it's being held. The other thing is that usually I can have a message about if there's emotion being held in the body rather than a tight muscle. And so it's very helpful because when I do my consultation, it usually takes about 30 minutes to 2 hours to get through a consultation with me, because I really want to get to know you and your health and your body and your support systems and the medications that you're on and just how you're feeling day to day. And so that's really what I do in a nutshell.
Super intriguing. So if you came to, let's just say my home office here, and I said my back is really tight, and your consultation with me would be like, first you'd be asking me a whole bunch of questions about my health.
Yes, of course there's a consult form that you would fill out, and then we would just go over it in detail.
Oh, I see. Okay. And then you could tell, like, if my back and shoulders are really tight and it's not, like I just got to my office, let's say, you could tell if it was something else that I was holding in that space.
Yes, through the consultation, your body would give me a message. And a lot of these questions are really just to get you talking and so that I can feel your energy and just intuitively know kind of where you're at and what I can do to help. And then I always ask at the end, what's your goal for the massage? And just so that we're on the same page.
Right. Oh, that sounds super intriguing. I love massages. Love them.
Oh.
And I go for reflexology once a week. Oh, my gosh.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I often have clients that say they book an hour and a half massage, but, save about 20 minutes for my feet. So.
Yeah, it's such a good feeling to have a foot rub. I don't know what it is, but it feels amazing. I ask my kids every day, who wants to give me a foot rub? I have yet to have anyone volunteer. Most people, well, I don't like feet, so I don't blame them. But at the same time, I'm like, it's your mom.
Yeah. And where I started was reflexology, and I was working in an office, and I didn't really enjoy it as much anymore, so I was looking for a way to get out. It was in a yoga class where the instructor had us work on each other's feet, and I loved it. I could have done that all night. So I was like,
really?
I should do this. Yes. I should look into this a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you still love it?
I do love
gosh,
it.
Maybe you should move into my basement. Oh, I love that. I love, because, it takes a special trait for someone like you to enjoy that. Like, I don't have that. I know that.
Yeah, well, I
don't even like looking at bare feet.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah.
I'm a bit of a freak, maybe. Tell me something. Do you feel failure is necessary to be successful?
Oh, yes, unfortunately. Yes, I've learned and I've grown through my failures for sure. Yeah, absolutely. You must have failure in order to be successful. Yeah.
Excellent. And how many times do you think you've tried and failed at achieving the same goals in the past?
Yeah, it really depends. I think I've been trying to release my weight for a couple of decades. And now I'm working with people who are getting to the root and that's including a functional medicine practitioner. It's including other healers. It's including acupuncture. It's including a psychiatrist, EMDR. Yeah. So I'm really fortunate that I live in an area where all of those people are available to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to weight, it's never really just about the food, right? There's always something else.
Yes. And the thing I've learned over the years is that it's just a symptom, So when I'm getting to the root of things, it's becoming clearer to me what's gone on. The feeling of safety, the feeling of abandonment, the feeling of the maybe a fear of death, and so a lot of that can be held in the body as fear of letting go. And so I know once I'm through this, I'm going to be able to help so many women with this. I'm excited.
Well, that's great. So you're gonna, you're teaching yourself as well as learning.
Yes, because I feel
to be able to help other women.
Yes, because I feel like that is what a healer's job is to face everything that I need to face so that I can help other people do the same thing. That is
I
what
love
the healer.
that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And because you have that passion, you will be able to help many women. That's great.
Yes. Even in some of my journey, it's even helped me with massage in some ways. Like for example, my acupuncturist, my neck has been very tight, and I did break my neck last year, and so he said, I said, my Achilles tendon has been very sore. He says, is it the right side of your neck that was broken? And I said, yes. And he said that those two are, related to one another in Chinese medicine. So, and then wouldn't you know it, a lady came on my table. Her Achilles was sore, and so I was able to ask about her neck.
So that's how you were able to help relieve some of that pain?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
He worked on my Achilles tendon.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like, wow. That's super cool.
Super cool. Yeah. So I'm lucky now because I have been working on myself for decades. And so I'm very open. I'm very vulnerable. I don't mind telling people that I've been in therapy for a while. And, I think everybody should be in therapy. Growing up.
I know that sounds funny, but I have heard that from so many people. I have a friend who went to rehab. She's an alcoholic. And she said to me the first time I met her, everybody should go to rehab.
Oh, isn't that funny?
And I'm like, pardon me?
Yeah.
Because she grew so much from that experience that she wanted everybody she knows to experience the same thing.
Yeah.
That's,
for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, it comes from a place, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I say that.
How important are your goals to you?
Well, I'm not really sure what else. Like, I'm goal orientated. So I'm very, I'm a reader. I have some habits that I've developed in the morning that are important to me. And so my goal is really just to live my best life. And then those goals are broken down a little bit, right? And then you get to the daily. So yeah, I would say they're very important. Yeah, I do want to build my company, and so I can leave the world a little bit better than how I found it.
Oh, that's beautiful. What obstacles are in your way that you are reluctant to face?
I think it's myself, to be honest. I've just started working with a coach. It's a year-long program, and it's a group coaching program. And so, it's just changing my mindset and my limiting beliefs in order to overcome this ceiling, I guess, that I've put on myself. Yeah. It's just staying in that vibration of of where I'm going.
Right. And like you said, we all get in our own way. Usually we're our own competition, right?
Yeah, 1,000%, yes.
Yeah. So who do you share your goals with?
Mostly my husband. That's really who I share my goals with. And then my vision, of course, I've shared that with my coach, so that she can help me. There's also like a certain friend that I will share my goals with because she's somebody who supports them, you know? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because we all have those friends that will support us no matter what, but we also have those friends that don't really want to see us succeed.
Yeah. 1,000%.
And it takes a lot of us, like it takes a lot from us to be able to trust in those friends, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It definitely has to be reciprocal. You know, a reciprocal friend. Yeah. Mhm.
How long do you commit to your success before you give up?
Oh boy. Well, I built an MLM for 7 years, and I was completely burnt out by the time I said that was enough. And so it's through that I started working with a functional medicine practitioner, and just getting my kidneys back, getting my energy back and my life force back to a place where I can manage my life a lot easier. So I would say I keep going almost to a fault.
And I think many of us are like that, right? We don't want to give up, right? Because we don't want to title ourselves with, you can't do it, or you don't want to do it, or, whatever labels we come up with in our own head, right? And so we just keep going. And then finally we just wake up one morning and go, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time.
Yes. Yeah. And it took that realization, as well as, some of the leadership was falling apart, above me in the MLM. And so, that just encouraged me that, maybe it was time to let it go.
Right. There's always that message, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How can you ensure that you will not repeat the mistakes of the past?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess just learning from them. And now that I'm sharing, I share more with my husband than I have in the past. And so he's very good at just identifying, like, we already did this, because I'm very much a whipping willow and he's more of an oak tree. So he's very good at just letting me know, like, hey, we already did this, or like he's very conscious about my health now after the burnout. So yeah, I guess that's how is just sharing them with my husband and letting him give me advice, which
right. So it sounds like he's your rock. He's the one that gives you the support that you need when you need it.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's very good at reading people, where I'm a little bit more trusting. And so, so he's good at, identifying maybe some ulterior motives that I might not pick up on.
Isn't that funny? That I'm the same way. My husband can point things out, and I'm like, how do you see that?
Yeah.
Right? Like, why would they want anything like to hurt me, or why would they want something from me? I love that, but at the same time, I'm like, stop doing that.
Yes, no, it hasn't been a journey to get to start sharing with him, because he can tend to have a bit of a suspicious bend, a negative bend, and so it's hard to listen to. at times. It's not easy, but it's, yeah.
I get it. I totally get that. My husband is awesome, but yeah, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to share this with you because you're going to say something that I don't want to hear.
Yeah. Well, and you've been married a long time too, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I love my husband. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's a bad person. I just don't always want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
And I mean that with love.
No, it's not easy to listen at times. So, yeah, it's been a journey.
Yeah, for sure. You already have a successful home-based massage business. Why do you feel like you want to expand it into a more corporate chair massage?
Oh, yeah, I think, well, first of all, I do love working in my home, but I think that I can make a bigger impact in the world if I'm out in the world. So I can do 16 people in between 10 and 3, do a 15-minute massage for them. And what I'm going for really is the ripple effect, so that if I work on your husband, say, he will show up better for you and the family, his coworkers, his business, his employees, all of it. And I recently became certified in a certified Aboriginal business, and I'm excited to see how that energy changes my business. Yeah, just to see. And so yeah, it's really about the impact. I want to make a bigger impact. And wouldn't it be great, like if I could do 16 people and then I bring people with me, they can also do 16 people. And so the ripple effect just gets bigger and bigger. And that's really why I want to build this corporate chair massage business.
I love that. I love that. I did have that done to me once. I worked at the bank in an administration office, and they they brought the college in, and they were learning, like they had massage therapists that were learning, and so they allowed us to work for 15 minutes with them. Oh, it was my first experience to a massage. I was a little bit nervous, but there was no like taking off clothes. They just, sat us on that fancy chair and they worked on our neck, but it was amazing.
Oh,
of course, I was in my early 20s at the time, so it wasn't quite the same as it is now in my 50s. But I remember feeling, wow, this is great.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
I really love that.
Yeah, and I'm about to do a conference with Womanition later this month, where I'm going to bring 3 massage therapists with me, and we're going to offer 5-minute massages for $10 to the attendees. And half of the money is going to go to Womanition's not-for-profit ACES, and the other half is going to go to the massage therapist. So I did this in October with Womanition, and it was really well received. And so I'm looking forward to doing it again. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because even 5 minutes with that massage is like people felt a difference. And that was my whole purpose, was just it doesn't take very long in order to make an impact.
I love that. And will you be working on like obviously it's not going to be for 5 minutes, it's just going to be like neck, hands, feet kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it'll be back, shoulders, neck probably, but yeah, just something, very relaxing, and it can pull that person's shoulders down. It can maybe relieve a headache. It can just ground them, like loosen up their back and shoulders. So it's I'm looking forward to it, just to see how the second one goes, now that people understand how the whole system works.
Right, exactly. Well, I love that. I will be signing up for that one.
Yeah, good.
That's awesome. Gail, let us know your social media handle so we can find you.
Yeah, for sure. It's Preferred Massage. Yeah, under Facebook, under Instagram. in LinkedIn. Those are the social media platforms I work on.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, no, this was lovely, Tina. I loved it.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you. Confidence in Bloom is a celebration of self-love, a confirmation that you're an amazing, desirable, brilliant, gorgeous, talented woman, even though you may not look like a screen star or a supermodel. The truth is, they don't even look like that. We offer unconditional love to our partners, our children, our extended family, even our pets. It's high time we got out of our own way and learned to unconditionally love ourselves. Chic definitely does come in every shape. So if you want something to believe in, start with yourself. If you'd like to be a guest here on Confidence in Bloom and chat with me, contact me through Instagram at infobloomstyling or by email at tina@infobloomstyling.com or through the Divas That Care website.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.